Burlington is one of those cities that quietly captures your heart without ever needing to shout for attention. Tucked along the eastern shore of Lake Champlain in the U.S. state of Vermont, Burlington feels less like a typical American city and more like a living postcard. It blends natural beauty, progressive thinking, historic charm, and youthful energy into a place that feels both relaxed and alive. Though it is the largest city in Vermont, Burlington has managed to retain a small-town soul, where community matters, creativity thrives, and the rhythm of life is closely tied to the seasons, the lake, and the surrounding green mountains. For visitors and residents alike, Burlington represents a rare balance between urban comfort and natural serenity, making it one of the most distinctive cities in New England. The story of Burlington begins long before it became the cultural and economic heart of Vermont. The land where the city now stands was originally inhabited by indigenous peoples, particularly the Abenaki, who lived along Lake Champlain for centuries. European settlement in the area began in the mid-18th century, and Burlington was officially chartered in 1763 during the colonial period, when the region was still contested territory between British and French influence. However, permanent settlement didn't truly take hold until after the American Revolutionary War, when veterans and settlers moved north in search of farmland and opportunity. Burlington was formally established as a town in 1785 and later incorporated as a city in 1865. Its early growth was driven by its strategic location on Lake Champlain, which served as a vital transportation route connecting Canada and the Hudson River Valley. The name Burlington has its roots in England, following a common colonial tradition of naming new settlements after familiar places back home. It is believed that the city was named after the town of Bridlington in Yorkshire, England, or possibly in honor of the Earl of Burlington, a British noble title. Like many American place names, Burlington reflects the colonial mindset of the time, blending old world references with new world ambition. Over time, however, the name Burlington has come to represent something uniquely American and distinctly Vermont or progressive, independent, and deeply connected to nature. Geographically, Burlington is located in the northeastern United States, in the New England region within the state of Vermont. It sits near the western border of the state directly along Lake Champlain, with the Adirondack Mountains of New York visible across the water and the Green Mountains rising to the east. This location gives Burlington one of the most scenic urban settings in the country. The lake influences everything from weather patterns to recreation, while the surrounding hills and forests create a natural boundary that keeps the city feeling intimate rather than sprawling. Burlington's proximity to Canada, particularly Montreal, also adds an international flavor and makes cross-border cultural exchange a natural part of life. Despite being Vermont's largest city, Burlington has a relatively modest population, hovering around 45,000 residents, the greater metropolitan area reaching over 200,000. What makes Burlington especially unique is its demographic makeup. A significant portion of the population consists of students. Thanks to the presence of the University of Vermont, one of the state's largest employers and cultural anchors, this gives the city a youthful, energetic feel with ideas and innovation constantly flowing through its streets. At the same time, Burlington is home to longtime residents, artists, professionals, and families who value sustainability, community engagement, and quality of life. The city is predominantly white, reflecting Vermont's overall demographics, but it has been steadily growing more diverse, welcoming immigrants, refugees, and people from across the United States who are drawn to its lifestyle and values. Food culture in Burlington is a reflection of its surroundings and its people. Farm-to-table isn't just a trend here, it's a way of life. Vermont's rich agricultural tradition means that fresh dairy, local produce, and artisanal products play a central role in everyday meals. Burlington is especially famous for its cheese, particularly sharp Vermont cheddar, which appears in everything from sandwiches to gourmet dishes. Maple syrup, another Vermont icon, is used generously, adding a subtle sweetness to both breakfast foods and creative savory recipes. The city also has a strong vegetarian and vegan scene, influenced by its environmentally conscious population. Along Church Street and throughout downtown, you'll find cozy cafes, food trucks, craft breweries, and restaurants, serving everything from locally sourced burgers to international cuisine inspired by global influences. The economic life of Burlington has evolved significantly over the years. In its early days, the city's economy was centered on lumber, shipping, and manufacturing, all supported by Lake Champlain's role as a transportation corridor. As those industries declined in the 20th century, Burlington reinvented itself. Today, education, healthcare, technology, tourism, and small businesses form the backbone of the local economy. The University of Vermont and the University of Vermont Medical Center are among the largest employers, providing stability and attracting professionals from across the region. In recent years, Burlington has also developed a growing tech and innovation sector, with startups and research initiatives focused on sustainability, software, and environmental science. The average income in Burlington is moderate compared to national standards, reflecting both its small size and its mixed economy. While some residents earn high salaries in healthcare, education, or technology, many others work in service industries, arts, or small businesses. The cost of living, particularly housing, has risen in recent years, making affordability a growing concern. However, many residents feel that the trade-off is worth it. Valuing Burlington's safety, community spirit, and access to nature, economic inequality does exist, but the city has a strong tradition of social activism and local government involvement aimed at addressing these challenges through community programs and inclusive policies. Culturally, Burlington punches far above its weight. The city's widely known for its vibrant arts and music scene, which has produced nationally recognized talent and continues to support local creativity. One of Burlington's most famous cultural associations is with Bernie Sanders, who served as the city's mayor in the 1980s before becoming a national political figure. His time in office helped shape Burlington's progressive identity, emphasizing community development, affordable housing, and citizen participation. Today, that spirit remains deeply embedded in the city's culture. Church Street Marketplace stands as the heart of Burlington's social and cultural life. This pedestrian-only downtown area is lined with shops, restaurants, street performers, and public art. It's where locals meet friends, visitors get their first taste of the city, and events bring the community together. Throughout the year, Burlington hosts festivals celebrating music, food, film, and seasonal traditions. Summer brings outdoor concerts and lakefront activities, while autumn transforms the city into a canvas of red, orange, and gold foliage. Winter, though cold, is embraced rather than avoided, with snow sports, holiday markets, and a sense of cozy resilience. Landmarks in Burlington often reflect its relationship with nature. The Burlington Waterfront Park offers miles of walking and biking paths along Lake Champlain, providing breathtaking views at sunrise and sunset. The Ekalehé Center for Lake Champlain combines science, education, and environmental awareness, highlighting the importance of the lake to the region's ecosystem. Nearby Mount Philo and other natural lookouts give panoramic views that remind residents daily why they choose to live here. Even within the city, green spaces and tree-lined streets create a sense of openness rarely found in urban areas. Burlington is also full of fascinating trivia and lesser-known facts. It consistently ranks among the happiest and healthiest cities in the United States. Thanks to its active lifestyle and strong social connections, the city runs on 100% renewable electricity, making it a national leader in sustainability. It is also one of the smallest cities in the country to support a professional-level art scene and a thriving local economy without the presence of large corporate headquarters dominating the landscape. Burlington's commitment to environmental responsibility, social justice, and local identity has made it a model for other small cities looking to balance growth with values. Perhaps what truly sets Burlington apart is not any single statistic or landmark, but the feeling it leaves with those who experience it. It's a city where people greet each other on the street, where the lake feels like a shared backyard, and where progress is measured not only in economic growth, but in well-being and community strength. Burlington shows that a city doesn't need to be large to be influential, and that quality of life can be built on thoughtful choices, respect for nature, and a willingness to imagine a better future. In the end, Burlington is more than just a place on the map. It is a living example of how history, geography, culture, and people can come together to create something genuinely special. Whether you're visiting for a weekend, studying at the university, or putting down roots for a lifetime, Burlington has a way of making you feel connected to the land, to the community, and to a slower, more intentional way of living. And once you've experienced